Is whatever people say in history textbooks, is that true? No, definitely not. What is told as history is mostly the version of the history by the winner or the rich or the powerful. It is mostly biased and manipulated. One can understand the general events of what happened. But why it has happened, how it has happened, who is the winner, who is the loser, the reasons behind it, all that is made up. It is useful in a sense how we got here to know that. I have a preference for historians who probe into why and the how. This is Chandak Sengoopta, professor of history in Birkbeck, University of London. So people should ask why and how, not blindly believe what the historians tell. If one has read history, it is fairly clear that the man has struggled against nature, conquered it, destroyed and polluted it. Man has struggled against man. There has always been wars. Man struggles to be free and yet becomes a slave to the institutions and organizations from which in turn he tries to break away, only to form another series of institutions and organizations. There is an everlasting struggle to be free. The history of mankind is the history of tribal wars, feudal wars, and colonial wars, the wars of kings and nations. And it is still going on. The tribal mind has become national and sophisticated, but it is still the tribal mind. The history of man includes its culture. It is the story of human being who has gone through all kinds of suffering, through the various diseases, through wars, through religious beliefs and dogmas and persecution, inquisition, torture in the name of God, in the name of peace, in the name of ideals. This is told by J. Krishnamurti in his Questions and Answers. History is always of the dead past. It has no future at all, but it dictates the future. The dead go on dictating. Stalin is still dictating. Hitler is still dictating. They go on dictating because of the obsession with history. If we can remove history, they will not be able to dictate. We will be free of them and unburdened. Myths should be continued. They opened the future, but history should be discarded. It should not be taught or thought about. It is concerned with absolutely unnecessary things, with nonsense. To me, all this is meaningful in the past must be made into a myth, not a history. It must be thought about in terms of poetry, not in terms of temporal events. This is told by Osho in his External Quest. So, man tries to break free from conditioning, but he is caught in another cycle in institutions. So, the wars, the tribal wars have become national wars or religious wars or caste wars. So, this is how man is still in the same mold. He has not really come out from the frying pan, he literally falls into the fire. So this is what is going on. So history, in a way, is the past and it is conditioned, manipulated history. Break away from all that and look at the reality. Thank you.